now welcome to Larry King Live in San Francisco, Rabbi Michael Lerner, the editor of Tikkun magazine. Rabbi Lerner, that's a bi-monthly Jewish critique of politics, culture, and society. He's author of the new book, The Left Hand of God, taking the country back from the religious right. And in Los Angeles is Denis Prager, host of the nationally syndicated Denis Prager Show, who believes Israel, by the way, needs to continue the fighting. Lerner's group, Tikkun, took a full-page ad in today's New York Times. It's titled, "Stop the Slaughter in Lebanon, Israel and the Occupied Countries." One would guess, Rabbi Lerner, that you'd be a supporter of Israel. Why do you oppose its actions here?
Because I think the best interests of Israel lie with Israel becoming the fullest manifestation of the highest values of the Jewish people, which are values of love, caring, kindness, and generosity. But actually, the path that it has taken is one which is counter its interest, because what it is doing is, in killing so many civilians in Lebanon, it's generating a new generation of recruits for Hezbollah. It's done more to legitimate Hezbollah in this struggle than it could possibly have done had it done what Ariel Sharon did when somebody was stolen, was kidnapped, namely trade, make a prisoner exchange, and not engage in a war.
All right, Rabbi Lerner, well stated. Denis Prager, your response.
First of all, the way you make more Hezbollah adherents is by losing. If Israel is strong, then there are fewer adherents to Hezbollah. It's actually the opposite of what Rabbi Lerner has said. They are emboldened to join terror organizations when they feel the terror organizations are winning. There were far fewer recruits to Osama after we attacked Afghanistan than there were before. The Pakistanis who cheered with T-shirts of Osama, they stopped once we invaded Afghanistan. People go where the winner is, especially in the Arab world.
What's gone wrong here?
What's gone wrong here is that Israel has actually underreacted, ironically. The highest values of the Jewish people, having written 2 books on Judaism and taught the Torah verse by verse in a seminary for my whole adult life, I think I'm also equipped to speak on the highest values. They include self-defense. The concept of national suicide is not a Jewish value or a Christian value or any other, and that's what Rabbi Lerner is advocating.
But they don't include killing children.
No, but the people who kill the children are Hezbollah by putting all of their equipment around children.
You see no fault in what Israel did?
No fault, that is correct. Tragedy, but not fault.
How do you respond to that, Rabbi Lerner?
I think it's a terrible misunderstanding of what works in the world. And in the end, what works is kindness and generosity, not domination and power. And we've seen that in Iraq, that the United States, managed to recruit tremendous amounts of forces against us by dealing in the kind of ongoing violence that we've done there. And Israel is following the same disastrous path. In the end, Israel will have to get out. But one of the things that we've said in this ad today is that we at Tikkun, and many Jews in this country, believe that the root of the issue is the Israel-Palestinian struggle, and that we need to pursue a path recognizing the humanity of the Palestinian people and treat everyone on the planet, including people in Lebanon, as though their lives are just as important as the lives of Jews. And that is a Jewish way of approaching the world, because God created every human being in his and her image.
Dennis,
it's too bad. It's too bad that
possibly be wrong with that?
Nothing. I believe that every human being is created in God's image and equal. Of course, it's Hezbollah that doesn't believe that. Of course, Israel believes it. That's why Israel sends leaflets to tell people to flee, and thereby endangering their own soldiers, because they have tipped off the Hezbollah as to where they will invade, because they don't want Lebanese civilians there. If you want to act kindly, sometimes you make war. America was kind by liberating the world from Hitler and from the Japanese fascists. It is kindness to liberate Lebanon from Hezbollah. Hezbollah announced it wishes to Islamicize Lebanon. It wishes to create a Taliban Lebanon. Why is it kindness not to destroy them? I don't get it.
Why do you oppose a civil war, which would at least stop killing?
You mean a ceasefire? Why oppose a ceasefire? If certain conditions are met, if Hezbollah gives back the soldiers, if Hezbollah is disarmed, I am totally for a ceasefire. But leaving Hezbollah to dominate Lebanon, why did the Arab countries come out and support Israel for the first time in 58 years at the beginning? Because they know what a threat Hezbollah is. They want to Islamicize the world. The notion that Rabbi Lerner and Queen Noor said the problem is Israeli occupation. Israel didn't occupy any of Lebanon. Hezbollah has no argument with Israel except that it doesn't want it to exist. The root cause of all the problems is that much of the Muslim world does not acknowledge the right of the Jews to Israel.
We're going to have both of you come back. We've only touched on this, but it's too important a topic. We'll schedule you both back for a much longer period of time. Rabbi Lerner, and
thank you.
Always good to see you,
Same
Dennis
here.
Prager.
Thank
and
you.
We'll be right back with our panel. Don't go away.